Love speaks to me through authenticity, genuine gestures, and transparency. Postpartum depression kind of hits you left field. It's extremely unexpected. In my scenario, I had an unplanned pregnancy, but I was very excited at the same time to have a baby. And I thought I mentally prepared myself for that. And leading up to the 9th month and after, I just had different feelings, emotions that were taking over me that I couldn't control. And I even felt like I identified that it was postpartum. I just wasn't the same. Postpartum depression is crippling. It came with anxiety and it led to depression as well. And it took me about 3.5 years to get through. I believe that I identified that I had postpartum depression maybe during delivery. In the moment, I was more so ready to get it over with. When I actually had him, I didn't feel that instant connection that you see mothers have. It was just, he's alive, he's healthy, and that was it. It was a different emotion for me. It was just a relief to not have to be in labor anymore. Again, that initial connection wasn't there. And then he actually went into the NICU for a week, so it's not like I could have taken him home and built that bond. I went home and for a week I was alone. So I went from being pregnant to going home without a baby. It was very weird. And when he came home, it was surreal. It was very different for me. It came with a lot of changes. Sleepless nights, of course. You kind of feel like a zombie. You don't have a moment to catch your breath. So I really felt like the postpartum took over at that point. It didn't feel like I had enough help to kind of get me through the emotions. So I would say during labor and that first month is when I identified that I had postpartum depression. I expressed it. I'm very transparent. I expressed that I needed more help. I expressed that I didn't feel like myself. And I feel like my partner understood, but it's not something that anyone can really help you with. It's a hormonal internal change that you go through that you have to kind of get through on your own. You can be medicated for it, I guess. I didn't want to go that route or do holistic practices. And he was just supportive as much as he could be. I think so. I was very snappy. So I think they granted me grace with my attitude. So I believe they knew and they tried to help as much as they can as well. Postpartum does not mean that you do not have a support system. I had my family all around me. They were there for me when they could be. It's just something that you personally go through. Your body has changed in so many ways. And it's something that you kind of have to get through mentally yourself. You have to kind of come to terms with your new lifestyle. And just being supported and was enough, but it does feel lonely still. I don't know if I could have asked them for more. I think they did their best. I think, again, it comes down to how I perceive things. It was overwhelming, the new mom experience. So yes, they could have alleviated the responsibilities for an hour or two by taking my son and giving me a break, but then I had to come back and be a mom. I just couldn't come to terms with my new lifestyle, so yeah. I think that I am much better now. Again, it took me about 3.5 years to really come to terms with being a mom, and that sounds so weird. 3 years, 3.5 years, but it's reality. It was the reality for me. I think that, working out, eating healthy, reading, having some me time really over the years gave me a sense of, I guess, understanding that this is my new life. Because that was the biggest thing for me, just understanding that this is my new reality. Like, I have a kid now. I had to move differently. It's not just me. I'm living for someone else. But now I'm okay with it. He's older. It's not as rigorous, I would say. I'm not up all night and up all day and working. So it's much more manageable as your kid gets older. The bond is amazing. Maybe this is a connection that I was seeking, or I thought I was supposed to have it initially. It's really good. I have a son. He's a mama's boy, and that can be amazing and that can be annoying depending on the day, but it's a lot better now. That's a hard question to answer because it's a very personal, independent experience that, it's how your body's reacting to the changes. It's your hormones, it's your mental health. My advice would be, and if you can, really try to find time for yourself to recuperate, to, feel refreshed. Stepping away, if that's possible for your situation. I think that having self-care days is really helpful for your postpartum depression. I hope to spread love through just being transparent. How I perceive love is how I want to receive it. And I want to give it back to others. So that's through being transparent and authentic. I think everyone has a story, and just sharing it can help someone. Also, just being present with someone is a great way for me to share love to someone. Just knowing that their feelings are valid and that I'm there for them.